What's going on, everyone? Dem Boys back at it. We got a lot to cover, so we're going to cover it with our new format. You're going to see a lot of this. I really want to kind of revolutionize the way we get this information out there and speed it up, all right? So the Yard will get live updates as a live service throughout the year, something that had been speculated about. So what you're seeing here is the new card art. What they wanted to do is create a much larger space for information. They've actually done away with the back of the cards. So we are going to see the information flow a totally different way. They claim it's much more intuitive. They said just give us a few weeks with it and see what you think. This is huge. Abilities are now capped, guys. This was something that, I don't know, you might remember if you've been watching me for a while, I proposed last year and said really salary cap had been screwed up because abilities were not capped. So one, for us salary cap guys, that is great news, all right? Secondly, for everybody, this is awesome. You can go ahead and put abilities on as many players as you want up until you run out of cap. So you could put one ability on 5 different guys, right? It's all cap based. There are no player limitations. To start the year, the AP, they're calling it, is going to be set at 10. X factors will cost 0 towards the cap, just because it's hard to get those activated, and they didn't want to, in essence, program that out of the game, which they would have. All right. Now, that's all of the normal ones, right? There may be some kind of one-off type of abilities that then they may end up associating a cap cost with. So, guys, let's go ahead and hop right into programs. So, as you'll see here, this is going to be the Rivals program. It's going to be, their onboarding program. So this is going to be the first thing that you go through just to get you a quick 85 overall player here. Next, the captain program. So this year for captains, we got Eddie George, Leroy Glover, Ed McCaffrey. Shout out Ed McCaffrey. When I was a kid, I remember loving watching that guy play. And Aeneas Williams. Now, you will have unlimited exchange sets as well for those guys. So if you pick one, you regret it, or you change the makeup of your team, you can roll that as many times as you need. Here goes another thing that's kind of cool. Every team captain will have the ability to get every team chem. That is also going to be the same with Muttmaster and Level Master, all right? So our Muttmaster this year is Sam Mills, linebacker. So for our Level Master, Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant is back. He is going to have, and this is a possible meta alert, he is going to have a different type of X Factor that is easier to get activated, now also easier to fall out, but they specifically mention this is one they're watching as a potential meta alert. So make note of that. So let's go ahead and hop into a few other programs real quick. Team Affinity is 2 programs kind of grouped together, which will replace some pretty popular programs from this last year. It's going to be Team Builders and Team Diamonds, they're going to call it this year, but we know what that is, right? Beyond that, for Legends, they said that we're going to see a lot of people that we've asked for, that it's been a while since we've seen in the game. They really wouldn't say much more than that. They did mention that there's going to be a version of each Legend card that's 1 overall higher that would be able to have all of the abilities that you could put on a power-up, but you would still need the power-up to continue to roll that out. So they're kind of giving us like a bootlegged power-up version of every Legend. So NFL 100 was a fun little program for them. This year it's going to be called the 50, and it's going to be Madden's version or production of NFL Network's production of the 100. You follow? So that's it for programs that they announced. Other MUT stuff, and then we'll get out of here. Solo battles are coming back. And then just everything that you expect from a dedication, from a dailies, levels, all that stuff, as you can see, is still going to be here. So as far as console transitions, that was one of the last things they talked about here. If you are going from Xbox to the new Xbox, from PlayStation to the new PlayStation, everything will interchange seamlessly, and vice versa if you went backwards. So if you had one of them at your girl's house and one of them at your house, or a backup if something happened to your system, right, you could go back and forth and play and keep all of your content the same. As far as ratings go, guys, here's our Mutthead URL. They are going to try to get those up tonight. I'd imagine worst case scenario, they got them up tomorrow. Anyways, like, comment, most importantly, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. The link's there. Check out our Facebook. Just go look at all the links. Click on the links. If it's blue and you can click on it, go ahead and click on it. Damn boys, love your goal.